You don't even need to think twice.
What are you doing tonight?
Hope there's someone strong on the enemy team.
I don't hold back.
Down. Vigil, nice work. I don't play to assist. I play to score.
I've got your back.
A honed edge slices through.
much potential yet to be realized.
This is the power of Clarion Coin.
I'll count you out. Measure twice, cut once.
Check out this step.
No chance.
Hey, don't give it to you!
I've got your back.
Please, try to keep up next time.
The power of ownership.
No chance.
It doesn't take a genius to figure out how to put the core in the goal.
Disappear! A swift strike.
No chance.
Vigil, it's nice to know I can always rely on you. This is the power of Clarion Club.
This is my path.
went in
Only
like over
game.
here.
Become the champion. Become
Well.
victorious.
I thought I was a goner.
That was a good
Double.
try. No, it's fine. That was a good try.
Oh,
Nice.
my bad. Thought you had it. Don't you do it.
Nice try there, Holy broken.
You did it. That's it.
Oh shit. I don't know, to be honest. In case they start doing damage, but I don't know.
I like Lord Replicator. It's so good.
It kind of counters the stinger a little bit.
Whoa, wait, what?
Oh, good old.
I fucking angled that wrong.
Fish, Jesus.
I entered, my bad.
No, really fish entered. She just gave him possession of the core immediately.
All good. Both can be true. Nice.
Nice. And that will make up for your blunder. Oh, really, Fischl? Nice, beautiful.
Wow. Oh, my bad. All good. I kind of griefed the kickoff. I'm not used to being on the top or bottom. I'm used to being middle. I'm used to passing, but I think I wasn't supposed to pass there. I was supposed to shove.
Just leaving the anomaly in the middle.
Ah, gotcha.
Nice. Good clear.
Thanks. Oh, I fucked it up. Nice.
Okay. Sure.
It's like 2-2, you know what I mean? What in the water? Heavy impact, Roo.
My bad. Also, I played kickoff badly as well. It kind of forced you to goalie immediately. Wow. Oh, that's right. Nice. Nice. Wow. It's in. GG. Okay, Muldrifter is here. I assume want him to be swapped in. Good. But real quick. Oh, Muldrifter, get online.
Oh, whoops. No fucking way Muldrifter's NBC.
I'm right here.
Surely just.
By the way, Jack, I really appreciate that whenever I would like top side like portal clear it to like send it along the bottom, you'd immediately start running into like tempo shove along the bottom. I swear to God, I did that shit with Freezy Breezy, and he just stood still and pinged pass. It literally is a pass to you. It's just it's so OP because I can do that, and then you run along the bottom, I cover the out clear, and then the forward just stands on their goalie. It's so fucking strong.
Right,
Gets
I
all
thought
three
you
of us
used
in the corner.
The portal pretty well with that.
Thank you. I Every time I get like a midfielder who knows how to shove, like you or Striker Kai, or like just any non-off-roll midfielder, it always works well. But I swear to God, that game with Breezy is just still in my head because of how fucking obnoxious he was the whole time.
It's like DPSs and Marvel Rivals or brawlers in this game are just all the same kind of people. They're all like really fish. Selfish. My teammates are so selfish.
Honestly, multi-sure, don't worry about it. Just midfielder is, I swear, it's not that different from forward.
I'm never gonna get to fucking practice it.
Oh, really? Are you trying to play midfield, or is that a forward pick? I think these picks are good regardless.
Fucking sleep schedule's all fucked up.
Duva.
Hello.
When's the last time you saw it?
Victory is what I know.
Trying to think exactly how long I slept for.
Hold nothing back. I want to be pushed to my limit.
Hours this morning.
My father'd be impressed by that one. I was just blowing off a little steam. That one should be on my performance review. underestimate the dude holding the umbrella. He'll mess you up every time.
Yes.
Blink, and you'll miss it. Beat goes on.
Didn't expect that from an umbrella, did ya?
Break it down.
Captivating, isn't it?
get fucked up.
It's just in my blood.
I guess I'm able to keep up with the best of them.
Nothing can stop this deal. Nice try.
Clean, as always.
Good. Doing good. How about yourself?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Thank you very much for asking.
Are you joining?
So much fun.
Brad, are you on a widescreen?
Bro, I've literally gone through this probably with you and a bunch of other people.
Yeah,
Indeed.
You can go through it again. Ryan's like a coaster.
You are a coaster. Yeah, fuck you, nerd.
Oh yeah, goodbye forever.
Good night forever.
Good night. Don't die. It's bad for your health.
I promise.
Good night forever. Wait, hold on. I think I almost saw the echo.
Then you almost saw the echo. What?
I saw it out of the corner of my eye, so I almost saw who it's coming from.
Oh, it was Stupid E-Boy, but it's gone now.
Oh. Stupid E-Boy. Holy
My bad.
empty dead names.
Alright, Finn, are we gonna go play, or are we playing in here? What's the fuck's the plan?
I don't know. It looks like we just need 2 more people.
It sounds like
to
you.
play with it?
I'm on there. Okay. Oh, well.
We need 1 more person now.
I could come if you need people.
Come.
You know.
Fair enough, really.
I believe I have none of you in my friends list, so
The code is posted.
You guys might need 1 more in the off chance that Jack Skandalz wants to play League of Legends.
No, I'm on Marvel Rivals and I'm going.
Gotcha. All good.
Oh, wait, hold up. We're going Marvel Rivals?
Yeah. I'm trying to steal everyone.
Yeah, actually, I think either way, I need to take a break for a bit. I need to. Yeah, I've been playing OS all day.
I play goalie, but anime villainous. Interesting. Interesting. Damn. Damn, I just joined, fellas.
Sorry about that.
That's
No,
okay.
forever to everybody. Every single person here.
Oh.
Well.
Yo, Pegnog invited you? Bye, Waddy.
Beyond all, I really don't understand. I was down to the time. I just suck today.
Huh. You're in charge? Curious.
Obscura calls.
I believe in us. We're the best.
How much longer?
This is the power of playing court.
I can score with just one eye open.
You'll have to do better than that to compete with me. Obscura.
I've got your back.
I do like to put on a show.
Obscura.
Let's be the best A10's ever seen!
Can't stop here. Obscura!
Time for a breakdown. It's all right. Never met anyone who can handle this many decibels. I'm just clearing the path to victory.
Buddy, are you sure you're ready for the Pro League?
Nice!
drive.
Obscura demands it.
Well, that bet paid off.
One step closer.
Such a sad face doesn't suit you.
Teamwork!
Let's go,
Just a scratch. Think you can riff with me?
Eureka.
Let's do this!
Please, tell me you know the rules.
Heads up, team! We've got this!
How much longer? To shadow.
Saw the opening, took the shot. Easy.
Perfectly calculated. Time and space!
A goal. How many more will it take? One step closer.
Behind that one. Vigil, run an analysis on that one. I want to replicate it in the future.
I'm just clearing the path to victory. Saw the opening, took the shot. Easy.
Obscura demands it. Shadow can't.
Time to show you what I can do.
What's your dream?
You need me on your team.
Quite the team we've assembled here. Add more focus, and perhaps you'll be able to block the next one. Add more focus, and perhaps you'll be able to block the next one.
Spotlight's on me.
can do.
Wait to tell Dubu about this.
Let's continue, shall we?
was watching.
Mm-hmm.
Think you can riff with me? For a brighter Clarion Corp.
Let's do this! They'll have to get through me first. going on him. Teamwork!
Stop this beat.
That's what I like to see.
I've got your back.
Looks like we got some stiff competition.
Check out this time.
Demon King himself would be proud of that one.
Let's go, Vigil. With my acumen, it's a surprise it didn't happen earlier.
Quite the fall.
This is the power of Clarion Core. Don't give up.
support. And myself. For being awesome, obviously. To do. My team's stacked.
Let's get pumped up.
Let's be the best R10's ever seen!
I never let a teammate down.
Let's get pumped up.
Don't give up. Okay, hang on. I'm not used to all this physical activity.
MVP? Oh, I was just playing for the team.
No, this isn't tense, thank God.
That's not tense. That's...
Yeah, I was about to say, like, Sentinels is my team. I like these guys so much. But
yeah.
look at this, right? Omen is here to peek the corner. Gecko Blind has expired already. sucks. This omen sucks.
Yeah.
All right, back to the game. Hamel Drifter, we were just talking about lost movement or something like that.
Oh, you guys are reviewing this. Okay, yeah, I was not happy about this game.
Trust me, we saw an amazing play earlier by you specifically. Hold on, let me find it. Are you ready for your amazing play?
Yeah, okay.
Hold on.
I missed.
How long does this take? There we go. Your amazing play. We'll watch this slowly.
I mean that
amazing.
That was luck, though. He should have cleared down. That was just him being stupid.
He should have cleared up, not down. Because down you might actually be able to catch, but up you're definitely not catching because it's closer.
Yeah.
But yeah, I digress. That was okay. Back to where we were. Oh wait, draft stuff first. What are your thoughts on this draft, Bull Drifter?
I mean, I know what I'm taking. It's obvious. Although some people would argue, no, I always go build different. But if I'm gonna pick everyone's draft right now, then Finny's gonna go Stinger. Because that's really good with her secondary specifically. Actually, can I ask, is that a light hit or is it a strong hit with her secondary?
It's a light hit with her secondary.
Okay.
A strong hit will stun you.
Kai should take Stacks. I feel like Stacks is really good on Kai. But I could see taking Spark as well. For late game stuff. Assuming since we have an early lead, Sparks get better in that regard in terms of catch up. I think Estelle, again, someone much better than me told me that Estelle without any dash awakening kinda sucks. So I think I would assume Estelle takes explosive entrance, even though I know it was Spark here. Or actually I don't remember. But explosive entrance on Estelle.
Spark, yeah.
And then Kazan probably Adrenaline Rush. I think that's an obvious pick because all of his cooldowns are kind of lower, so 1 second on his cooldowns is more significant than for other characters. And that leaves Dubu with not much.
Or Replicator, probably, for energy.
Yeah, I guess we're Replicator, right. Yeah. Okay.
So here's my thoughts on this draft. Let me get rid of that.
I want to jump a little bit ahead. I made a crucial mistake. I took extra special instead of more size later on. The reasoning was, specifically on this map, I felt like I needed to close the game out quicker, and it was a risky play, but I feel like extra special on this map specifically allows me to close out games quicker, and that's why I took it.
Yeah.
It ended up fucking me over later because I didn't. It just backfired. But anyway, continue.
Yeah. So for my thoughts on this draft, there's a couple of things that stand out to me. First off, that Spark of Focus is the first spark, and it is a solo spark, right?
Sure.
That means that there are 3 more sparks that are going to appear throughout this game, and that raises the value of Spark of Focus, right?
So should I have gone Spark here?
Because you get... What?
Should I have gone Spark then?
That's one of the very good options for you, yeah. The other thing that I'm noticing is that they're currently running Finny goalie with Stagger Swagger start, right?
Yep.
I think against Finn and goalie, you shouldn't have very much trouble scoring if you get in position, right? If you're in like a position to score, Finny doesn't really have a whole lot of stuff to help with the 1v1 against you, right? Finny very much doesn't want to let you get the core because the second you do, you win, right? Do you think that's like an accurate assessment of the matchup?
No, because I play against Skandalz, Finny goalie, and I can't do shit, but, continue.
Okay, that's fair. But yeah, I think Finny, like especially in this close range duels, doesn't really have a whole lot. Keeping the core away from you, they've got secondary, they've got primary, they've got ultimate. They can actually keep it away from you very, very well. But in terms of actually doing anything once you're in close range with them, close proximity, I think Finny struggles a lot dealing with your primary or secondary. So I think that Built Different actually loses a little bit of value because of that. If you're in a position where you need to shove it through the enemy, size helps a lot against the defensive goalies. In specific, Atlas, Dubu, Asher, Mako, right? Especially Mako, size helps a ton. Same with Kai. Same with the semi-defensive goalies, Aimee and Estelle, right? Size helps quite a bit against Estelle in particular. But I feel like size doesn't do a whole lot into the Finny.
Okay.
Because Finny is fairly weak in that 1v1 already. So pushing that advantage does help you. But, like, let's say you get twice as effective in the matchup, right? Let's actually, let me draw this, right? So this is just a meter, right? Let's say that Finny is here. You only need this much to beat Finny, right? If you already are at here, when you're in a position where size can help you, then getting more with size, you don't really need it, right? Whereas if you're playing against like a Dubu, let's say Dubu's up here, right? And this is your bonus with size, then maybe you actually do need the size because the size helps a lot more, right? So I actually think in this matchup, the size is not that as important.
Oh, okay.
So I think with that in mind, I think there are two key options for you here, right? I think the first one is stacks on stacks. And the reason I would say stacks on stacks is because it's a little bit of a game of hope chess, right? I think if you take stacks on stacks here, I don't think Finny or Kai are necessarily going to take Spark of Focus. I think Kai is going to take Stinger, because Kai gets a ton of value with Stinger because of his primary being a multi-hit. And I think Finny is probably either going to just not pick anything and leave everything up for Kazan, or they're maybe going to deny explosive entrance, actually. So I think that in this position, right, taking stacks is also a fairly powerful option because it denies the Kai, right? Puts the Kai out of their win con. And you've got to understand, right? The enemy team is playing a very damage-centered comp.
That's right.
If you take the Core Control Awakenings from them and they can't win on Core Control, remember, you guys have Stagger Swagger already. They're already losing on damage because of the Stagger Swagger, right?
I value size.
So you can end up taking away
right.
their options from them, especially.
So stacks was the correct pick. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's between stacks and Spark. Now, the reason I lean towards stacks is because I think these two, if they saw the Spark up, I don't think they'd take it. I think there's a chance they leave it up for Estelle. Because I don't think Estelle necessarily takes explosive entrance here. I think Estelle with the Solar Spark also works. Because remember, there's a potential of 4 Sparks showing up in this game. Estelle getting all 4 would be amazing.
So can you explain a little bit on why Kai takes Stinger over the Spark here? Can you explain a little bit why he likes it so much more?
Yeah, the 5 hits.
Yeah, so Kai gets an insane amount of value out of Stinger because his primary hits 4 times.
5 times.
Or it hits more than that, actually.
There's
but
5,
basically if he just primaries you for damage, it also takes about a second for all the primaries to hit you. Between the time the first primary hits you and the last primary hits you, it's about a second. So that entire second, you're taking Stinger burn damage, and then after that, you also take a lot of Stinger burn damage. So Kai does a ton of damage with Stinger. It's a very noticeable amount on Kai, especially because of how short his primary is. His primary is like a 5-6 second cooldown. By the time it's a 7-second cooldown in game, but by the time it's done firing, it's already taken a second of that time away, right?
Right.
So Kai very frequently can just primary you and deal half your HP with Stinger, and then come back and do it again.
Sure. Okay, so
I think I actually have a clip where I dribbled, primaried, dribbled, ulted, dribbled, flipped, dribbled, and then primaried the enemy forward to death.
Huh.
Just because the primary also has a slowing effect, and so did the ult and the flip, so he couldn't actually approach my dribble. Every time he tried walking down, he got stunned.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
But yeah, as you can imagine, Kai with Stinger, fairly powerful. Now, I think there's a world where he takes Spark, don't get me wrong. But I think against a normal teams aren't even going to know that Sparks are good. I think you could totally bet on the fact that he's not going to take it.
Okay.
But yeah, those are my thoughts on the draft. I think that size loses a little bit of its value because you're already in a very strong forward matchup. Making it stronger doesn't help you as much as getting the speed, which is going to help you in getting the core in the first place, right?
And keeping
the core up,
and
also
keeping
going
it
to
in
help
the corner
on defense and midfield, which is where you can lose a lot of your value, right?
Right.
As well as the deny. So it serves a lot of purposes. Not only is it maybe your best awakening just because of the matchup, it's also a deny. I think in this set, it is your best awakening. Though I also think that since you won the set, going Spark also gains more value because you know the game's going to last at least 3 sets.
Yeah.
Right? There's going to be at least 3 drafts
that
in this
is
game.
something
You've gotten
I
the
think
Spark
about.
in the first one. There's 3 Sparks left. There's a very good chance to get 3 Sparks by the third set, right?
Mm-hmm. Or to have already won, and it's not a big deal anymore because
Yeah, that as well.
Yeah.
Something goes on this point now. Yeah, I'm more or less just chilling. I reviewed like most of this game, but I haven't had the time to finish it because it's a very long game.
Yeah.
It was 40 minutes.
Yeah, it was so close.
Yeah, it's a
to...
36-minute game or something like that. Well, Drifter, the other note I did have for you, you've started regening here, you need to evade, right? Because if you remember, actually I'm not sure if you were here the day we talked about how to play against damage, but evading whenever you
no, I know. I've been bodying things a lot because I know that I have stagger swagger. So I was like, yeah, whatever. I'll just shove it off.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're in the range to use stagger swagger, you're also in the range where like a good Finny primary, good Finny secondary could potentially just stagger you instantly, right?
Yeah, but I dodged it. Yeah, all right. I don't know. I am very, because I have stagger swagger, I'm very much valuing the core flip instead of the evade, since I can just kind of move around and dodge shit and heal it back up.
But here's the other side of that coin, right? And this is actually pretty much the kind of like the thing I was telling you earlier.
Thank you.
Core flip's also very, very strong against the defensive goalies, right?
Yeah.
Against the defensive goalie, you want to hold the core flip until the end of the world because you need to make sure it counts, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it also, like, against these ranged goalies, it loses a little bit of its value because you're less likely going to get the core in a spot where core flip's going to win. Because they're, instead of trying to actually fight you, right, they're trying to prevent you from getting the core. But also, if you do get in a spot where core flip's going to win, a lot of the times you can score it on your own. So against these ranged goalies, especially the ones that are weaker at defense, you actually gain a little bit of value. Or you don't lose a whole lot of value from not getting core flip right away. Because more than likely you're going to get it by the time you need it anyway. But yeah, I think either way is fine. I don't think it's a massive difference either way. That was an interesting roll. I have never rolled over my own wall before. Like, legitimately never.
I didn't even realize that was a thing you could do. Not gonna lie.
I almost didn't. I knew it was something you could do. I just knew it was something I wouldn't do because if your wall is out there, there's no reason to waste your roll cooldown.
Oh, sure.
It's a very important cooldown if your wall's going to be down for 27 seconds. It's not actually that long, but you know, it's pretty long.
Oh no.
Yeah, like look at this. Finny is not even playing defense here. It's Keen who's playing defense. You actually could have committed here by flipping and then striking again, but that's not that big of a deal. That's more of a nitpick than anything.
Yeah, I guess I should use core flip to just get barrier there instead of trying to save it for now.
Yeah, I mean, the way I see core flip is it's a very hot cooldown, but it's also a very cold cooldown, right? The way you should use core flip is the very first opportunity in which you know that you can use core flip for either last barrier or goal, you should use it for that.
Okay. Oh, I don't know
That's
if
the way
I can
value
ever.
core flip.
I don't know how. I don't know. Core flip confirms yet. From my perspective, it's always a gamble.
Yeah, so I'll say, so the value of a core flip, highest value is in the middle. Because they have to hold so many angles that they're realistically not doing this, right? Even if they have 2 people, sometimes they can't do it. Right? Because you just have the most angles possible to shoot through, right? Whereas if you're on the corner, you should almost never core flip because look at how much shorter the angles are going to get, right? because now you only have this and this. This is a lot easier for someone to just walk up and block both angles, right?
Yeah, and most of the
You
time
only need one person to stop this.
There's usually a lot of players in your way when you're up there anyway, so I never think to do that. Right? It only works on like silver level players, but yeah.
Yeah, your goal initially with core flips is to get it as into the center of the map as possible. And the way you can do this is actually, remember, core flip evades the core. So normally you wouldn't want the core here because it's pretty easy to block with a teammate, and it's also a fairly weak position to score from because once you make your scoring attempt is over, right? Because no one is holding topside when you're doing this, right?
Correct.
But when you have core flip, you actually can play this position because if they try to stop this too late, you can actually flip and just knock them out of the way and still get the core. And if they try to stop you here, the reason it's different is not because you're holding topside, but because this is a big enough threat that it's actually worth it, right? Because this is a really big threat. Especially if you have any form of follow through. So if you hit it down here with a stealth scout primary, whatever, right? You can get a ton of value. Same with if you can pass it to a stout, and a stout can shoot it through the middle. It can trip people up a lot. Same with dribbling it to yourself. This way, this way, this way, this way. Or dribbling it to your shot with secondary, primary, whatever. Also very valuable. You've got a lot of options when you core flip in the middle. So it restricts their options as much as possible. But that's what you're looking for a core flip. And against a melee goalie, particularly Atlas and Dubu, especially Dubu, you really want to hold it for the last possible opportunity. Because you want to make sure that it absolutely goes in with the core flip. Because your core flip is essentially the only way you can get it through them, right? You don't have as many options going through those characters when they have so many abilities. Core flip's one of your most powerful tools. So you really need to make sure it counts. And as for goalies core flip is a lot hotter. As a forward, it's a little bit cold because you want to save it for the best possible opportunity, right? But goalies don't get that many opportunities to walk up in core flip. So if you're playing as a goalie, the first chance you have on offense to core flip and actually get any value, it's worth it. Oh no, Playstyle B just forgot to strike again.
What do you think about like the defensive core flip for goalie?
What's up? Of this
What do
goalie?
you think about defensive core flips for goalies?
Defensive. There's a world in which you do use a core flip defensively, but I would say, like, especially when you're playing someone like Dubu or Atlas, you almost never run out of cooldowns. You shouldn't be saving your core flip for defense. It's better to use on offense than on defense.
Makes sense.
If you do have to use it on defense, it is a good defensive tool, but most of the time, realistically, like, even if you are using a core flip on defense, you're using it to flip it straight to your offense, so your offense doesn't lose any time or have to walk back for you at all, right? It's very rare that you're using a core flip actually defensively because you run out of abilities. It's very, very rare. It should be something that happens maybe 1 in 4 or 1 in 5 core flips.
Okay.
Like maybe once a game you use it defensively, right? But ideally, you're trying to use it offensively as much as possible.
Nice set.
Alright, on to the next draft. Everyone, gauge the draft. Tell me what you think should happen.
With Asher's Size Awakening, she could double down with recovery for Size Topia.
I think that's fair. I think if that happens, Dubu wants Among Titans for sure. Kai is going to get Rapid Fire, though. A little bit scary, but ultimately he is playing defense Kai, so it's not as scary as offense Kai with Rapid Fire could be. And maybe Kai doesn't even take that. Maybe Kai takes the Spark. Not sure. Anyone have any other thoughts before I play it?
this is another high-value spark because it was 1 spark in the last
One
relay,
spark in
and
the
now
last
there's
draft,
1 spark in
one
this
spark
relay.
in this draft. So yeah, you only have there's 2 sparks left, 2 drafts left. If Estelle gets this,
I'm probably hoping to get Spark of Resilience, and if I don't get it because I'm last pick on my team,
Yeah.
I'm probably happy with Aerials.
here's the dilemma you put red team in, right? If Estelle gets the spark and then red team wins the next set, right? Then red team has to waste one of their picks picking the spark, right? Which absolutely sucks for red team, right? And this is the other value of sparks as well, because now they're already losing. So do they deny the spark now so they don't have to deny it later? Or maybe they can actually get it later themselves? Because spark right now would be incredibly weak for them. They wouldn't want it, because they already have Stagger Swagger. Now they're having to pick up a Spark of Resilience instead of this. They could just lose the
and
game
right now
here.
they really need to win.
Because they're playing for
or else they're gonna
upscale,
lose.
right? That's why the team who wins gets more value out of sparks. But yeah, those are some fun little side notes.
Interesting. So it might actually be worth, like, in the sense, like, giving them the option to take the spark as a, like, I bet you won't kind of thing, and maybe it will get to Estelle, and if so, then that's good.
Well, yeah, I mean, if they take
That's kind of a
they
cool
take
mind
the
game.
spark here, they actually put themselves in a worse position because
Right,
you've won the last 2 sets. You've already proved that you're in a good spot, awakening-wise. So they put themselves at a disadvantage.
Yeah, cool.
And then one more note to
Interesting
make.
psychology of it.
The other reason I wanted Duvu to get the spike earlier, even if Kai might have gotten it, is because in this spot, if Duvu had spark, Duvu's just generally going to be in a higher draft order than Estelle is, right? So Duvu would be in a very happy spot here if he was the sparker instead of Estelle, because then Kai would have to deny it. And Kai is the best player on their team. Kai having to deny it all of a sudden, right? That puts Kai in an awful spot because now they lose a ton of their defensive value. Because you gotta understand, Kai's the one who's been playing goalie more than K-Papu has. So that's another little gimmick of the draft. But I think here, in reality, I think it is...
I take extra
recovery
special
drone.
because
Yep.
on maps where I can shove it into the corner, I overvalue extra special simply because, in theory, I can end the set quicker
Just
if
by
I have
throwing
it.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason why I took it, because I felt with this comp we were doing core control and they scale better than we do, so I needed to end the game this set and I didn't, and then we lost. But continue.
Well, actually, I think you scale better than they do.
Everybody.
Because
Okay.
you have Psy Zodia looming, you have Spark Zodia looming,
I guess I didn't.
and you've already won 2 sets.
Yeah, I don't know.
So they're actually in a tough spot themselves here.
Lack of
The
confidence. I
other
guess.
reason I would suggest that extra special doesn't necessarily have as much value here is because Manyu's in the same set. So you can't get both extra special and Manyu, which lowers the value of it.
It was a lack of
The
confidence.
other thing
basically.
that you're doing is extra special doesn't really deny anyone. Most of the time when Asher takes extra special, it's to deny. Because Asher's value on extra special, it's there, but most of the time when you're in a spot where you can ult, you have ult because you don't really use ult for anything else, right? So extra special generally, the cooldown reduction isn't as valued because your ult is most of the time it's a cold cooldown. You use it when it's going to guarantee something or when it's going to hit stun someone for a long time, right? At least that's my take on it. But I think
recovery
ideally
drone
here,
looks huge here.
Ideally here, Asher takes Recovery Drone. I think Kai takes Rapid Fire. I think Dubu takes Among Titans. I think Finny takes Spark of Resilience. I think Estelle takes Aerials. And then I think Kazan gets forced onto nothing.
If Asher took, what did you say was Asher was gonna take
Recovery Drone.
stacks
So
on
Kazan
stacks?
would be stuck between Aerials, Manu,
Right,
and Icarus,
yeah.
so it kind of sucks.
If in theory Asher took stacks on stacks last set, what would you think would be the best choice in here?
So, funnily enough, it could be Among Titans. I don't think it is. It could
Sure,
be.
that would be a lot of speed. I don't know
because
though.
the speed on Asher, when you're playing against that Kai midfield, it's very valuable. I think it's a bit of an awkward pick for Asher if you're not super confident on it. So maybe not that,
yeah.
just based off the individual. I think it maybe if this was a CPU playing and the CPU was perfectly competent on everything, I think Among Us might actually be the play. Aside from that, I think it would be Recovery Drone either way. Recovery Drone's simply
Okay.
very good for Asher Cure compared to everything else. It
What do you think
could be
about
a Rapid Fire Deny,
Yeah, okay.
but you've got to
I was gonna say,
understand,
it's a
Kai is
decent
going
deny.
second in this draft, and he still
And
has
it's
a
not
lot of
bad.
options that he could pick, and he also might be more inclined to deny Spark of Resilience if Rapid Fire's taken. So
okay.
there's
Interesting.
not a huge reason to run the Rapid Fire Deny. I think it's more of a Recovery Drone angle.
Okay.
But yeah, I think Dubu here should take Among Us every single time. I don't think there's anything else. He could take Recovery Drone
He
just
took-
to deny
He took
Kazan,
drone. He
but
took drone.
That's another good reason
I
for the
should
recovery
have
drone.
taken drone. I'm just
Yeah.
stupid. I'm so dumb when it comes to extra special on Asher. I just seem to value. No, I don't value the cool. It's the cooldown on respawn that I value.
Sure, I mean, we all have our comfort picks. We'll just try to get-
Stupid. It's stupid though, and I need to
pretty-
stop
it's pretty-
doing it.
I mean,
But I
it
think
does.
Dubu
it's
here might actually be forced to take Recovery Drone instead of Among Us, which would be better for not only the Dubu, but also the Asher. And to an extent, the Estelle, because you are playing the Kai matchup, size is actually a little bit more valued on Estelle in the Kai matchup.
Oh, this could
the
be
same way it is in the Juno matchup.
This also is interesting if what I think might
Because you
happen
can body block
happens.
the primary in some cases. So
Oh, yeah,
instead,
this happens. Okay, yeah.
yeah, luckily you guys do get the
So,
Spark.
if-
That's the one saving grace of this draft. But yeah,
If
very
Dubu
unfortunate.
didn't take Recovery Drone and Finny took Among Titans and Kazan got Recovery Drone, that would have been really crazy, right? Because Kazan values
Yeah,
size
if
a lot,
Dubu
right?
took
Doesn't
Among
he?
Us and then Finny
Uh-huh.
took Aerials to deny you, or no, let's say Finny takes Spark to deny you, you take Aerials because it's your Abyss. No, I think you would deny Recovery Drone if Finny took Spark. Let's say Finny took Aerials for some reason. I don't know. Finny takes Cast last. I don't give a crap at this point. You take Spark, then Kazan takes Recovery Drone. Recovery Drone into Dubu is pretty strong. I think what would be scarier is if Kazan got stacks on stacks. I'll say that. I think Dubu is very weak into any forward who has speed. But yeah, I think Kazan would get Recovery
Would
Drone. That
Atlas
would
have
kind of
taken
suck.
Among the Titans there as well, or is this like
Yeah,
a
Atlas as
specific
well.
Dubu thing?
Because it's the speed that matters for goalies. Speed is goalie's most important stat.
Interesting.
Again, playstyle
I've never
B,
thought of-
pressing
I've never
shift
thought of
behind his
taking
wall.
Among
You don't play
Titans as a
defensive
goalie.
goalies. Oh, but to be smaller is never good though, right? But being fast is good.
That's what I'm
Well,
thinking.
being
but I mean,
fast is so much worth it compared to being small. Like, size is not a very valuable stat on goalies. Being smaller on a goalie is not the same as being smaller on a forward or midfield. Because it's very rare where you need the size to catch something that speed doesn't already catch, right? Because you think about it, when you're holding every single angle, right? What's most important here is speed, so you can play in the middle and cover both angles. The only exception is if you're playing right here and you need size in order to catch it and send it forward. But the goalie shouldn't be playing here. If the goalie is playing here, it's because they have a cooldown that catches it either way, right? This is more of a midfield thing, where midfielders will play on top of the enemy midfielders. Goalies will not play on top of the enemy forwards. They'll try to get as much space as possible so they can play as many angles as possible and have as much time as possible to walk backwards, right?
That's a very interesting thought, and it is accurate. I think that makes sense.
I love the dribbles. Again, in
Yeah,
front of
you
the
almost
Kai,
have
it's a
clear
little
there.
suspicious, but you know, I still do like the dribbles. Here, Muldrifter, actually, fun thing. I think you need to recognize that your goal here is to control the core. You can even dribble it here
Yeah.
because Finny is going to run out of cooldowns at some
I
point.
thought I could just like slam it into my own ult and it'll kind of like.
Yeah, put it
fart
into your own
That-
wall and then it gets caught
That's
here.
what I was trying to do. So again,
Yeah, I
that was
think
my-
I think either dribbling here. Actually, heck and tack in. I don't even think you pass it here. Actually, I think you
set up in the corner.
set it up. Yeah, because K-pop is incredibly weak to setup. When you're playing against a Finny, your goal is not to pass it around them. Against damage, it necessarily is to pass it around them to avoid the damage. But you guys aren't really weak to damage right now. If damage was winning, I could argue more. But you're both full HP against a solo goalie, right?
I guess,
Here,
in
you
my head, I
recognize
see.
set up
I
only
thought
win.
that I recognized that we had a nice pass up to Muldrifter to punish Finny for not being a dashy character, but
Yeah,
you're
I think that's the other
absolutely
thing. But theoretically, K-pop who saves primary here to cover the
yeah,
upper as well.
Saves has a strike shot or a primary or a secondary.
Goodbye, playstyle B.
Playstyle was complaining about bad lag the entire time because we forgot to set a central server.
Oh yeah.
About it the whole time, but they did have high ping, and it was noticeable about that.
This game's really bad with ping. Just to give you an example, I play on EU servers in an FPS shooter, and I don't care because the ping's not that bad. And let's be real, EU is more active than NA during certain hours. So I can tell you right now, I don't think people care about ping as much as they think they do. I think people care a lot about packet loss, and packet loss increases while on ping. But ping is a very, very rare thing to actually affect the outcome of the match. And you'll immediately know it's ping because you'll do something on your screen and then it won't actually happen. A good example of that is like, let's say I, dash away and then I die and then my body appears before I dashed. That's ping, right? But again, that is 130 milliseconds. That's a tenth of a second. That's not a whole lot of time for that to happen. It's very rare. I think that's only ever happened to me once or twice on EU servers, and I play on them all the time.
But in a game like this, that's mostly entirely like rhythm.
Yeah, this game also isn't optimized. This game isn't optimized. I don't even think it's bad on this game, because I think an FPS game you complain about ping more because you're missing your shots, right? I think I think this game's just badly optimized because ping actually affects a lot more in this game. Because trust me, I would not play this game on EU.
I can understand that. I think a lot of FPSs also have like a. I think they got really used to doing like predictive stuff, since like in a game where the characters have an inertia system, they can use the servers to help predict where that character's gonna be, even if they let go.
Change their mind a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, even if they change their mind a little bit.
You can't immediately start holding D and then just completely nullify your distance from pressing A, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And so those frames, those buffer frames where your character is slowly slowing down, they used to benefit themselves and show what it would look like on a client, even with ping. But in a game like this, I think they do have to be like very, very tight. You can't really predict because there's no inertia system. It's just you press the button and you're schmoving.
Yeah.
I will say, I kind of wish that this game didn't have the startup frames on so many things. Particularly evades and flips. They have obnoxious startup frames.
Yeah. Oh yeah, fun fact. This is BM. If someone's not moving, don't hit them, please.
Oh.
Oh, could you show that back again? I'm sorry.
Kazan was.
I want to say that I didn't. I want to say I didn't notice, but maybe it's gonna be really obvious.
I think it's pretty obvious.
You guys both just killed him.
Oh, I don't care. I want.
Okay, yeah,
I want dead.
This is not obvious.
Yeah, it wasn't.
He was moving. Decided, nope, we're not waiting for him to
I want
back.
fucking.
We're killing him
I
right
don't
now.
care. I want to win this game. I don't care if you get some water too fucking bad. That's your problem.
That's crazy.
Bitch ass.
I think he DC'd. I think he had packet loss.
We all pushed up. That's crazy. And Dubu over here rolling into him. That's insane. Okay, I feel bad now that I see it.
Toxic.
I think we smelled the blood in the water is the issue.
And here's where the reverse sweep happens.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I actually haven't seen the end of this game yet, but I have a feeling I know who won based off the comment I saw from Wadi saying, "Great, now we can play on central servers, right, guys?" That comment told me things.
And then the next game we played, we forgot to change it again.
Oh my god, wait, actually. You guys are killing poor Wadi.
I know, I felt bad.
Dubu, this is why we primary to help out our forward on kickoff. Look at how cursed this is. Also, this is a
Yeah.
curse of not doing WASD. Look at how long playstyle be kind of. Actually, no, that was WASD. They're so slow looking up for some reason. They go down first, even though core spawns up like a full second earlier.
Yeah.
And then they just don't help out with primary, secondary.
It always
or
looks like I'm having a fucking seizure against the barrier because I'm just like straight WASDing right in front of it.
Wast. Pearl have mind.
Soy.
Well, Drifter, actually, if you want to do something valuable with your time here,
Which I wasn't, yeah.
like during this sequence, go up here and just ult K-Papu just to slow them.
Okay.
Trust me, it has more value than you think it does. Like, you kind of do it, but it needs to just be K-Papu in the radius. That way it stuns them forever.
Again,
like even here, imagine you're on top of K-Papu and you just ult them.
Yeah.
That would actually be valuable. Especially with extra special. I'd 100% like to see that.
Okay.
Because it gets more value than you think it does. Oh, you're also dead. Yep, goodbye.
Sage.
They started killing through Stagger Striker, guys. Might be a little cooked. Hackensacken, you could have grabbed that orb to get flip, but you didn't, which makes me sad.
Oh.
Log. You had
Yeah,
log the whole time. Oh well. I swear to God, this dude had log, by the way. Look at how long
I
it
think
was.
you're
since you
right. I
last
don't
used
think he
it.
logged all game. Oh,
I was able to lape that pretty long though. Are you proud of me, senpai?
got log. He's definitely
Log
there
here.
it is.
1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Damn, I
7,
could have saved
8.
it with flip.
Oh,
He has
maybe.
it. He has it. It's
Just
a 7
barely,
second
though.
cooldown. I think he should be spamming the button in that case, because he can't win it by striking. Asher wants Might of the Colossus. Dubu. Imagine if Dubu had sparks here instead of the Estelle, though. This would have been 2 sparks that Kai has to deny his first pick for his team. Oh,
Or
it doesn't
if
happen.
Estelle was able to get some more touches on ball by
Estelle,
being
you
better,
actually have
playing better
reverb
with
and
more.
spark of agility here. It would be, but then you'd be sacrificing a lot of your core control because Estelle does not have as many cooldowns with no wind-up animation. Dubu does. Every single cooldown on Dubu has no wind-up. So, no, Estelle, I swear to God, if you don't take reverb because this guy's hovering it. Okay, they double denied you. Dubu with missile prop kind of sucks because you're denying yourself the defensive cooldown of ultimate. Twin Drive or Heavy Impact probably has more value. Heavy Impact especially because every time you roll you hit 2 players. But I digress.
Because the core counts as a target. That's
Yeah.
true.
Ah, I wouldn't have
Same
thought
with
of
your
that.
wall. Same with your wall. It's like a
Really?
huge.
How about your
refund as well.
primary? Does stopping the primary with the time that Dubu spends dropping the log, does that count as hitting a target?
No, that counts as a creation that's fully formed. I'm not even
Interesting.
joking. That counts as a literal wall creation. Dubu's okay, so like the very center of Dubu's being counts as a wall. And it's like
Oh, so
yay
like
big.
he becomes a part of his creation for a second?
Yeah, no. So until he actually throws the log, this is the creation, and then he throws the log, and the log starts throwing from here.
Oh, interesting.
So during
that's why you
all of
can
the
do
wind
cool
up
stuff with it.
animations, he has a creation that is fully formed over his hitbox. So that's why you like strike walling, because when they strike back, it doesn't matter if they Kai barrage from multi hits. It doesn't matter what they do. You are a literal wall for 0.5 seconds.
Yeah.
And then your hit comes out.
Yeah. It was the only goalie I played.
Estelle, though, I think you take heavy impact here. Twin Drive's fine too. Second pick.
Yeah.
They get Deadeye. The thing is, they just denied you both Stagger Awakenings as well.
Yeah, I do like heavy impact. I feel like ever since they nerfed how much cooldown it gives you, I haven't been taking it unless I'm trying to kill things, and we haven't been able to secure much
Yeah.
murder.
Also, you've got to understand, Mulchifter here. Remember how you were worried about them scaling? They just
Yeah.
had to deny 2 awakenings from Tekken, and there's 1 left that Tekken can still take that they're also going to have to deny.
I was psyching myself out this game because
So 3 of their scaling awakenings are not scaling, actually. Funnily enough, like that. 3 of their scaling picks did not get to scale, and it was their first pick this fall.
We had a chance to win against the main team, even though like the main team wasn't fully here. But like K-pop was actually challenger level, so it was 3 challengers versus like a plat, and a challenger. So like the team was already, you know, not in our favor. So like I just really wanted to win. I was psyching myself out, and I just threw, basically. I made this whole set. I just didn't do anything. I didn't do anything the next set. Tekken did all the work, and we lost. No, you definitely did.
We were doing pretty good together.
Yeah, at the beginning.
I mean, Tekken just died there, dude. Like, yeah.
So
damn, bro.
I mean, Deadeye Explosion does damage, guys. Like, apparently.
Yeah.
According to
Like, you're doing great.
Wikipedia,
You're holding
Deadeye
right now.
increases
You're
your
holding
damage by
that line,
35%.
so they can't do anything until he came back. Like
I'm looking at how delayed Waddy's strikes are. I might have to do a one-on-one with him on this game. Because his strikes are after the core is already inside his character.
I mean, if he was
right, like, look at this. This is when you should be striking.
He was complaining about lag though, so I guess like it really affects him.
But you should be striking and then walking into the core. Striking this late is not lag.
That might be a choice though. He's like giving it time. I don't know.
Yeah. There's times when you're giving it time, and then there's times when you're clearly not.
Just out of
and you're trying to hit it right away. Like, let's wait for it. Here, you could say he's giving it time. Here, though, he's walking up to hit it.
Yeah.
And he hits it super late regardless. Compared to when he could have hit it.
Yeah, K-pop's Finny is very strong.
Like, here he does it correctly. And it's actually really good. It gets a ton of value. I say a ton of value. He's down a player, and he just put the core on offense.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he was thinking there.
I mean, I was able to go back.
Down a player, and you can force an offense, right? It takes a lot of time for the core to go from offense to defense. You end up stalling a lot of this 13-second death timer by putting it on offense here. I don't think
And
you
I
need
have
to
the
roll
secondary to go
forward. I
save
think
it.
you should have walked forward. Because this roll actually commits him a little bit too much, but...
Yeah.
I think
And if
this
he had
offense
saved
is
the roll
correct
and just
play.
walked up, he could have used it to slam on Finny offensively as well.
Yeah, because here, actually, the other thing is that he had forced Cloak's split, so I think it's value, but... I think it's even what
I liked him walking
you
up,
should
but I
have
do
rolled.
agree that secondary was... I think the roll was definitely...
Also, playstyle, you just got the perfect setup to clear it behind the barrier and then just didn't do it. Like, this is the perfect angle to clear behind the barrier with Cloak set up for him.
That sounds terrifying, though, no?
It's
Like,
pretty
what is
easy.
it- Is it? Is
Yeah,
there a
you can do
secret?
it
Can you
consistently.
tell me? Can you-
If your goalie
It
plays
depends on the
Calvary,
angle
yeah.
the core is coming towards the barrier. This is the perfect angle for it, right?
Okay.
If the core is hitting this wall all the way up here, you can't do it, but if it's hitting the wall up here, it's really easy.
Okay, I
And
guess
is
I
he?
see.
What is there? Are you setting a? Is there a lineup that you should be aiming it at, or is
Legitimately,
he
you
just
just
gonna
hit
send
in
it
this
left?
direction.
Yeah, you
Probably
just-
exactly on this, and you get it through.
That makes sense.
It
Put it on
doesn't
the wall.
bounce and then hit the.
Well, no, it does
that
bounce,
makes me
but then it
nervous.
bounces and goes this way. It's not that difficult. You can do it consistently. Like there, if he struck at the exact same time he did at the angle I was hovering, he would have gotten it through every time.
Okay.
Like it's scary,
kinda
but it's
like that.
consistent and it's a pretty good clear. If the enemy team ever bounces the core too early, or if the core is moving at just the right speed. If it's the speed of a strike, you're probably not going to be able to do it. But if it's the speed of like a slowed down strike or a dash ability, like we saw right there, it's actually not that difficult to get the timing.
Oh, can we actually see that play there? So, I'm watching Tekken because I want.
I heavily mispredict what K-pop's clear is going to be there. And if
Here's
I'm
the
not-
problem right now. They're faster. Kai is faster because of stacks on stacks, and Cloak is just faster for some reason.
So
Which
K-pop
sucks for
gave it
midfield
to
because you
Kai,
can't hold the pass with yourself when the enemy team is just this much faster than you. Like watch this whole thing.
Yeah.
You
Okay,
can start
they're just
holding it
zooming,
whenever,
you're
right? let's say you start holding it here, right? They're so much faster than you. They walk back faster, they walk forward faster.
Okay.
It's physically impossible
that's
for
fair.
Tekken to hold the pass, but yeah.
I think that he's faster because he has slicks. I think he's got the slick kicks going for him.
Yeah, and then stacks on stacks as well. Stacks on stacks,
yeah.
like, this is why you need more speed than the opponent's so bad as goalie. Because if the goalie's there with speed, the goalie can hold the pass, and Hack can go play, hold the shot, right? But instead, you're not getting that reality.
Good pressure there, Mo.
Or you, I might have evaded for HP there, Mole. Because, yeah, look at how low you got right after that. Right here, right before the secondary lands, I would have evaded just a full heal.
There, yeah.
I guess.
Even before this, I probably would have evaded
Whoa,
back.
what the fuck is Finny doing? that
I would have
animation.
evaded here. And you would have evaded it either way. Because this is a nice and cool time to evade. You're healing and you don't need to strike anything because, quite frankly, there's no reason for them to hit it at you. And even if they did, playstyle B would cover. So yeah.
I'm just saying if I did not have Stagger Swagger, I would be evading for sure. But I am overvaluing the core flip basically. That's what I was thinking at the time.
Yeah, and then here you've got to understand as well, right? You're valuing the core flip so much that you're essentially out of the offense.
No,
You're in the offense here.
I just threw again. These last two sets I
Victor, you're
did terribly.
toxic.
What? What'd I do?
Emoting.
I think that was playstyle.
Nice core flip there, Mo.
Not intentional. I wasn't even thinking about killing someone.
It
Good
was
line over
good.
here.
Dude.
Oh, there's a good
You got
ult. I
this,
really
you
like
got
that.
this.
Hit some K-Papu. Evade on the orb. Okay, you didn't evade on the orb, but you got kind of lucky. Cloakrook didn't dash and follow you. Cloakrook dashes sooner there, you're cooked. You actually die on the orb. And now evade. Nope, goodbye HP. It was nice seeing you.
Yes. A lot of damage. Well, their team missed, yeah. Nice try.
I needed to angle it between them instead of straight at Psyche.
Goodbye.
Timing wise, good try though.
We still keep that barrier. That's so crazy, though.
Yeah.
And this was
I've
the end
done
of what I
that.
reviewed on my own, so everything from like before this
Everything here is
point,
fresh.
everything from the set, I haven't seen before.
Good job. Nice dunk.
Yippee!
Yeah, 32 minutes into the lot, no wonder I stopped watching.
It was a long one. Yeah. But it was good. I think we all. It was like, yeah, that was much better than a stomp would have felt, right? Like, it actually ran pretty close.
Yeah, this could be game ready.
And here we are at match point.
Yeah.
Well, no.
I think it's funny how Rat instead of
match
K-Pop
point.
worked so much better, in terms of like.
As I said, K-Papu is probably a challenger level goalie, and Rat, you know, I looked at his match history. He hasn't done that many diamond games before. I stacked the teams.
Yeah,
on,
well, I think the thing is like they were getting better performance results with Rat, like they were stomping.
Oh, okay.
Which is just funny to me.
We haven't done a game where all six of us are playing yet. I just want to point that out to you. There's been at least one player missing each time.
Yeah, Psykeen couldn't play Tuesdays and Thursdays. Cloco couldn't get on Wednesday. What else was there? I think Monday we didn't. No, Monday we did stuff. No, wait, Monday we didn't do stuff. Wait, did we? No, Monday we did stuff. Tuesday we didn't do stuff.
Monday was.
No, wait, Monday was the day we didn't do stuff. So yeah, Monday got cooked. Friday was our first big day, and well, that was yesterday. So.
I like yesterday. I learned a lot.
Yeah.
I've been going through some growing pains, trying to get better at framing my mind around playing to my strength rather than to deny others theirs. But I mean, the logic is sound, and I'm just gonna keep getting better at it.
Yeah. To quickly go over this draft, Kai picked correctly, Duba picked correctly, Zahn picked correctly, Estelle, I'm 50-50 on it.
I like it.
Probably correct, but thing is, there's nothing really better for you other than Primetime.
Primetime would have been very good, but I had
theory,
Drive already, so I was
being able to move
dash
around,
range.
yeah, like is good, especially when they're just running circles.
Theory here though, Estelle, you actually don't pick anything. Because there's a chance you want 1-2, but you don't want to deny your Asher.
Oh, I will never take 1-2.
So if you pick nothing here, then Estelle picks Primetime, because Estelle's never picking Super Surge, by the way. So you always have Super Surge to fall back onto. Then you could potentially pick something like 1-2 Primetime Asher. And
Okay,
then just
you mean Finny, right? Finny's never taking Super Surge?
Yeah, Finny's never taking Super Surge, not in a million years. Let's just be
so we're
clear,
holding
Finny has negative reason to take Super Surge. Finny doesn't want that awakening more than they want that awakening.
I've seen K-pop
And even if they do take it to deny you somehow, then you can just double pick the damage with Muldrifter, and you're not in a bad spot either.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
Oh my god! 0 people can hit the score. Miss. Look at how close everyone was to the core here, by the way. There are 5 people on this line.
That's crazy.
And everyone's like, nope, I don't want it. I don't want it. Do you want it? I don't want it.
Wait, I actually missed it too.
And
That's
the
crazy.
one person who probably doesn't want it is Heckin Tekken.
Yeah, because Heckin Tekken's one, so Heckin Tekken doesn't want to touch it. Psychian and Cloco don't want to touch it because if they hit it anywhere, it doesn't really go anywhere. Muldrifter doesn't want it because, I don't know. Playstyle B doesn't want it because Playstyle B doesn't want to commit too far forward. K-Popu doesn't want it because K-Popu's the only one that's not in range to hit it. Oh yeah, with this ult, by the way.
I was trying to like make a wall. I don't know.
Excuse me.
Yeah, it's good. I don't actually mind the ult. I think it would have had more value if you threw it straight at K-Popu though.
Okay.
Instead of Psychian. Because hit stunning K-Popu has so much value. I actually hit it on Cloco here, which is hurts you even more.
Yeah,
but if you just threw it at K-Popu, like K-Popu actually suffers.
I do not use my ult properly as Asher. I really don't. If it's not just slamming in the corner, I'm not using it properly. I haven't gotten any.
Alt I don't have as much value on, and just in general, like I think. Oh my God.
Some of the best ults I've seen are like fairly unconventional. At least in terms of like what an Asher might think they're trying to do with their ult. So I've seen an Asher in this position, right? And I'm trying to actually cut the core from the Asher here. So I actually get in front of Asher because I'm lower on the wall. And I hit the core away. And then as I'm walking back, Asher just ults me. Because I went really low to take this core from Asher. I'm not low enough to die. I'm not low enough to die. Dash Punch doesn't kill me. Dash Primary doesn't kill me. But I am low enough to where if I get hit stunned here and the core rotates, I'm not getting there in time.
Okay.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So they hit stun me here just to keep me as low as possible for as long as possible. You don't need to kill. Getting the goalie close to a wall, especially when it's a defensive goalie, is a lot of value too.
Sure.
Literally just getting them stuck on one half the map, especially think about this a little bit more dynamically, right? So someone is over here to funnel it to the Asher, right? They hit it down instead. I move forward to take that. Then Asher just walls me down when I'm outside of my goal arc. That way I take more knockback.
You either have to walk
now,
slow, evade.
it just goes above me. So there's really good punishes. Your ult's a really good punishing tool. It's a really good hit stunning tool as well. So here, for example, ult K-Popu up, and then just wait for the barrier to open. You don't even have to hit the core. You don't have to corner the core. Then just ult K-Popu up. K-Popu can't walk down. Then just take your time shooting. Right? That's another example. No, it's frozen anyway. Okay.
That wall is crazy. That do good luck.
Oh, yeah, Sykeem, I talked to Kate
Shot,
about
Mole
that last
Drifter.
night.
Great shot. That's the best shot
You
I've
know
ever
what?
seen you pull off.
Thank you. Yeah, the old
What happened
Sykeem.
What?
there?
Controlling the
mind
enemy
control.
midfielder to own goal is the best strategy I have ever seen.
Is
I think I've only
Sykeem
seen
a
half
MOBA
of
player?
it before, okay, like that's impressive stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, how did that happen?
Is Sykeem a MOBA control player?
No, so what Sykeem wants to do here is Sykeem wants to pass to K-Papu, so K-Papu
Oh,
can
for a
clear down.
clear.
The problem is, one, Sykeem is too close to K-Papu. Two, Sykeem has a free clear through Heckin' Tekken here, who is currently staggered. Three,
Yeah.
K-Papu does not have down because of this wall. Four, K-Papu is right in front of an Asher who could dash onto K-Papu right now for his stun and just win. What Sykeem can't do is pass or pass. So what Sykeem needs to do is just hit it forward, keep it close to the wall, and then back away. That way they don't die to dash punch or dash
Yes, I
primary or dash flip.
You give it to
Instead,
Heckin' there and
what
then
happens
kill the
is
chicken.
unconventional and unfortunate.
Okay.
I mean, this
That's
was an
crazy
amazing
that
barrier
didn't-
to take, Bolt. Like, recognizing that this barrier is too defended to take, and immediately trying to go for the top barrier was an impressive strategy.
That's crazy that didn't hit the bottom one. It almost looked like
Yeah,
it
I just, yeah.
You don't understand, okay, guys? This is not a mistake. This was not a mechanical issue. This wasn't an accident. This was intentional.
That was intentional, right? Sure.
Because this barrier was too well defended for Muldrifter to take it, Muldrifter decided to go for the other one.
I guess
Okay?
that's fair, yeah.
This was the best play possible.
Mega
You gotta
mind,
understand
Muldrifter.
that. Look, Muldrifter, you don't understand. It's never the forward's fault, okay?
Oh, you
It's
sure?
always intentional. If you miss, it's because your goalie
You were
pissed you off.
dribbling. You were dribbling.
Yeah,
Or
you were
your
dribbling.
goalie pissed you off. Or you needed to
You
buy
were just
time.
dribbling. You were just dribbling. Look, you expected your team to pass it back to you. You were just dribbling to yourself, using your team as like an excuse, right?
No,
and that's
I
why you
have
should
all
own
these same
goal every
excuses
single
all the
time you get. You know, you should pass it to Dubu here. No, don't kill Sykeem. Pass it to Dubu. You know, it's just it's a fancy dribble. You know, fancy dribble. You give it to your goalie, that way he can send it
Look at
back. Yeah,
that duty you
yeah,
made.
yeah. Hit it right here. Hit it right here. Give us the love shot. Oh, don't lose the core and he launches the barrier.
Oh. That secondary just barely misses. Sad days.
Instant death for Heckin' Tekken if Sykeem decided to ult that. Instant death for both of them if Sykeem decided to ult that. Instant death for Muldrifter here if they combo their abilities correctly. Nope. Didn't ult Muldrifter off the map. Sykeem, you had 4 chances to kill someone with this ability. You throw it at a wall? Goodbye, Tekken. Evade right now because you're already in stagger range. You cannot wait for your regen. Go.
Oh.
You did it? Oh. You didn't do it.
8x KO streak! Unstoppable! As Galactica might say. And then Galactica might stop talking to you for forever. Legitimately, that's what Galactica does in the Marvel Rebels. If you get more than 8 kills in a row, they just stop talking to you.
Oh, interesting.
They're just like, no, you're rigging the system. That's not fair.
Alright, and here's the final match point.
Who wins? What comes down to this?
Who wins?
Reverse sweep. Reverse sweep. Reverse sweep. Sorry, I'm betting on the team that might win. I don't know who might win, but I have a strong suspicion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a
It
strong
wasn't even
suspicion.
close. That last point was just rough.
12 views. I guarantee you only 5 of these were from me. Who on earth has viewed this?
Believe it or
7
not,
more times.
There's like a couple people that follow some of my streams from like the other coaching discords and stuff. There's a couple people that watch, surprisingly.
Oh.
I get comments sometimes in Discord.
Well, just me, I put comments sometimes. It's mostly timestamps.
Yeah.
Look at this. Is it gonna let me comment? It's not. What the?
Oh, yeah. What's up with your browser?
I'm
Are you
gonna
not
find out
sending?
apparently.
Oh,
I give up.
GG. That's fair.
The definitive guide to picking class in Guild Wars 2. I know what class to pick. The only one that has a turret, the Technician. Because I really like the turret.
My
Turret does too
brother,
much damage.
my brother played Mesmers, and whenever he'd come over for Thanksgiving, he'd just tell me about why Mesmers are the best class in Guild Wars 2. I'm like, okay. That's all I know about
Yeah,
Guild Wars 2.
I legitimately... So I bought that $90 thing that just gives you max level and lets you skip the entire story.
That's fair.
It doesn't give you any of the gears or anything like that,
No,
so
you
gotta
have
go
to
grind all that stuff.
That
but
sounds, yeah, it sounds something like my brother would say, yeah.
So I bought that to hit max level right away, and to get all of my traits and stuff. And then I just immediately went to building a robot that could kill bosses for me while I AFK'd all night.
Right. That's nice. You don't even have to
You
play.
can't really AFK that much in that game, but you know, I pretended I could.
Now you don't
Also,
even-
the map is freaking big. I hated walking from point A to point B. The story also sucks. There's too many, like, escort the thing quests where
Yeah.
you have to freaking walk for so long. I don't want a checklist simulator. I don't want to walk between points. I want to fight
nobody
people.
likes doing
I
that
want to fight
shit.
bosses.
Final
Why am I
Fantasy,
walking
yeah.
between points? That was my main problem with Diablo as well. Do you know how much walking you have to do in Diablo?
All of
You have to walk from city to city to receive a quest. Like, it'll give you part of a quest in one city, and then it'll tell you, oh, go to the other city. Then the other city will send you back to the first city. And sometimes there won't even be waypoints. And it takes forever.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 14 had a big issue with that. Like, go here, go here, go here, go here, go here, go here. Walk with this thing, follow this thing,
Do this thing,
hide
talk
from
to
this thing as it
stupid
walks
person.
slowly. Like, ugh.
Trust me, like, the only thing I hated about, what was that one game? What's the new, Monster Hunter Wilds. Monster Hunter Wilds. The one thing I didn't like about Monster Hunter Wilds is that, like, the first quest they give you is to go on your Velociraptor-looking thing and walk around investigating a monster. And you don't do any of the investigating. The only thing you do is walking around. And I hated it. It's like, I didn't come here to play Walking Around Simulator. I came here to play Monster Hunter Simulator. Because I guarantee you, the very first monster you encounter is a horde of like 40 different boars. And they tell you not to go fight them because you'll lose.
Oh, it's like, what the heck?
It's like, excuse me?
Yeah.
I try attacking them
that's
and I
what
just
it
go
is.
right through them. And then they don't get angry.
Interesting.
Like, what do you mean? No, like, you could do damage to them, but they would just heal it up. And it's just like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
That is interesting, though.
I can't even fight you if I wanted to.
So, Mole
Yeah.
Drifter,
Yeah.
you play a lot of Magic?
Literally booting up right now. Yes, I do. I mean, I'd like to play more,
Magic
but
the Gathering?
I'm having
Or-
trouble. Yeah,
Well, yeah,
Magic
that's what
the
Mole Drifter's from, right?
Mole Drifter is a magic card. That's correct.
Yeah.
A well-known one at that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
I'm
What is
trying.
Mole Drifter?
That's why. That's
Mole Drifter
why,
is.
It's
I will.
like,
I'll post
it's
it.
got Evoke or something, right? It helps you draw cards.
Yep, that's actually my Twitch handle is evoked Mole Drifter because Mole Drifter was taken.
Oh, that's cool.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
I go Scryfall and just post Mole Drifter for Heckin' Tekken so he knows.
No, he knows. He plays Magic too.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
play,
mentioned it to him earlier.
I'm a lot newer than Bonnie is, but I have a Gearson Starn Commander deck.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a ping. It's a ping deck. It's like everything bolts instead of pinging.
Gotcha.
Once the commander's out.
When Mole Drifter comes into play, draw 2 cards. Evoke. You may play the spell for its evoke cost. If you do, it's sacrificed when it comes into play. Oh, that's fun. You may
Yeah, so
play
you can
this
either like
spell.
just use it to draw.
You may play
Yeah,
this
everything's
spell.
a spell.
Oh, that's shoot, you're right.
And there's just the thing with Mole Drifter, and like in terms of like gameplay shenanigans, is there's a lot of like intricacies you can do. Like with the evoke cost on the stack, you can actually you can respond to it and make you flicker the Mole Drifter in order to draw 4 cards total and keep the body afterwards. So there's all these little things. There's just it's a highly synergistic card at common, and that's why it's just a beloved card by a lot of people in the community.
Trust me. What I do in Magic, I just play blue and I just say no a lot.
Right.
Hey,
I'm very familiar.
You're like me.
Yeah.
That's all I do.
But the
I play draft more than I play anything else.
Yeah, no, I go on arena and I play draft. Yeah,
Competitive
for sure.
Commander sucks.
Oh, I agree.
In Magic.
Well, here's my problem.
Like,
Here's my
you
problem
win
with.
in 2 or 3 turns off an alternate win condition, and it's just like, oh.
Here's the deal. I don't play
Or you'll
4-player.
actually blow everyone up in 3 turns with some sort of Frodo deck.
I don't play 4-player commander because the format as a whole is completely flawed in the sense that the game is balanced around aggro, control, combo. It's a delicate triangle, and commander takes away one of the pillars, aggro, by giving everyone 40 life. And now you have 4 players you need to kill at the same time. Guess what becomes the best way to end a game? Combo. So now
getting 13 cards and drawing 13 cards in 1 turn.
I mean, yeah, but you need to kill your opponents.
Then
It's
triplets.
Just draw like
The thing is,
triplets. Let's go.
it's just
You laugh
all,
at Sim triplets?
literally all.
That's the only deck I play in Casual Commander. Do you have a problem with
That's
it?
cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's
No, I mean, Centriplets
I
is.
play that, and then 2 of my friends are running Kingmaker decks, and then one of my friends is running Frodo One Ring. And I just
the One Ring is very strong.
I don't know what to do. Yeah, Frodo's gonna win the game because I can't copy anyone else. They're both running Kingmaker, so there's only one of us with a win condition.
Yeah. So are they just both like group hug decks?
Yeah,
The
legitimately.
other two?
Yeah,
Okay,
both
yeah,
Kingmakers.
no, Victor hates
One of
that,
them
yeah.
just lets you draw cards whenever you attack based off the attack your monster, and also makes it so that if you accept any cards from him, you can't attack him until the next turn. And at the end of his upkeep, he lets everyone draw a card if they want to. And the other one, I don't remember what the other one was. It was another drawing deck. They both just let people draw cards in exchange for not attacking them.
Yeah. I play that bunny that lets everybody. I don't know.
And then one of them plays the alternate win condition of 13 cards in their hand, and they win. 13 cards in their hand at the start of their upkeep before they draw, and they win the game. Which is virtually impossible to achieve, I will say, because 2 players are running draw decks, forcing the other 2 to draw cards. So they're well above 13 at the start of their upkeep. They're like at 40. Like, I swear to God, we're gonna deck out before someone wins. This is how it feels.
Goofy. Yeah, my casual decks are all pretty memey. It's like when walls attack or like aristocrats kind of stuff where you sacrifice things where you gain, and then you gain 1 life and everybody the table loses 1 life or whatever. So it's just like this very slow drain. It's kind of fun.
Oh yeah. There's stuff that's just like, oh, pay 4 life whenever you do anything to me. It's like, oh, I can only do 10 things to you now. Let me attack with my 21 bread tokens that are all 1/1.
I just like attacking with walls. Make walls attack. They're not supposed to attack, but you know.
Have you seen the new dragon deck that's just like attack with your HP or endurance stat or whatever it's called?
No,
Your health.
I haven't. That sounds cool.
Yeah, it's the whole deck. And it's kind of funny.
Okay. That might actually be something to look for that deck. What are you
It's
playing?
the new
Drifter? What's your favorite deck?
I'm pretty sure it's
I don't
the
play
water one.
commander, so I was about to say I play draft. I do cube.
Okay.
I do cube, which is curated draft, and then I'm looking to start $30 vintage in my local area, which is a 60 card format where you can play pretty much anything, but the whole deck has to be under $30.
Okay, that's crazy.
It's a budding format.
That's like makes like vintage.
It's gonna. I think once the professor
Vintage
does
is
a.
usually expensive, right?
Well, that's the thing. So yes, vintage usually is expensive. So it just uses the vintage ban list, but you can't use, you don't get to use Time Walk because Time Walk costs a little more than $30. Just a little, right.
Sure.
So I've been following that. I'm currently making literally a briefcase of decks, and then once I have about 36 decks. I'm gonna head over to my local game store and try and get some people interested. I have 18
Oh, I bet
ready.
a lot of people will find this pretty cool. Cool.
I hope so, because here's the
Have
thing,
you
like
tried Pioneer?
here.
Pioneer?
Oh, Pioneer. No.
Oh.
Well, here's the thing. I'm also a Modern player that used to play Modern a long time ago, and then just Modern became something complete. Modern Horizons completely ruined what Modern was. So like, I'm looking. I've been looking for a new 60 card format, and $30 vintage is very much what I'm interested. It's perfect
Hey,
because
I'll make a deck and play with you. I got $30. Like,
the thing with $30 vintage
I don't even
is
know where to begin though.
much like Modern before Modern Horizons, it allowed for creativity. You know, there's a huge pool of
I'll play a
cards.
mill deck and just
You
mill
know,
everyone if it's only
and there's
60
just like
cards.
there's these
All right,
weird,
get the crabs out.
you know,
Get the crabs out.
50-cent rares that have a really strong synergy that you can figure out. It allows you to brew, and that's what's cool about it.
Hey,
What
yeah,
if your
I'm all about
cards
that.
suddenly go up in value and now
So
you're no longer
that's
within the $30
this is one of
in
my
the middle of the
this is one of my favorite. Okay, not in the middle of the tournament, nothing
Let's say you're at
happens.
$29.97 and one card goes up by 3 cents on TCG Player.
Yep, you gotta. Okay,
Do you
so
auto forfeit?
here's how it works. You register if you're doing a serious tournament, which they do tournament events. When you register your deck, you use Moxfield. So here, I'll just post a Moxfield link to a deck that I have.
Sure. My
See, like,
Mox
there's
field, my blue farm list is in, and my Mox field is in my bio.
So here's my zombies list that I'm gonna eventually make, and you will notice that yes, right now it's you know a little higher, but at the time it was under 30. So before I submit this deck list, I would need to make some modifications to this list to bring it back down to $30. However,
Take $2 off there.
during the event, it's fine. You're registered at the time you registered the deck. It's legal. Now, to answer your question, what happens after a card spikes to $10? Here's my favorite part of the whole format. Guess what? You now go on eBay or TCG Player. You go ahead and sell 4 of the cards that spiked. You have it. You can now build a new deck for the cost of the cards that just spiked. So you basically always have insurance. Unlike in standard, you'll buy a deck and then it becomes worthless, and it's the opposite in value vintage. You buy a deck, something spikes. Oh well, now I have $60.
Well, now I hit the lottery.
Right. So it's the opposite.
Yeah.
And if it goes down, you're like.
Hey,
so,
that's kind of a cool way to think about it.
and the thing is, if your cards go down in price, you also win because now you have more room for your deck. So you literally can't lose, which is really fun in terms of deck building.
Hey, yeah, that's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I picked up Pioneer. I have a couple of decks of that.
I would
just because it was kind of a fun thing to get into, and sometimes it's fun to play.
If my card store had a local Pioneer group, which they don't, I would be way more interested in doing that than Modern. Modern to me isn't just not. I'm not interested.
Yeah, Modern's pretty rough right now. It's
Yeah,
kind of,
and that's
very meta-driven.
another reason why I like $30 vintage is because all of the meta cards are not available because they all are staples. Any staple in any other format is not available to you.
Hey, get out of here!
I was gonna show you guys my Master Duel stats showing that I'm like GM, but I just realized the new season literally just happened, so I'm bronze, but
Dang.
I would have showed off.
You can't look up your previous stats?
Not in Master Duel. I mean, there's probably a method, but
Yeah.
I don't know it. I've only played for 2 seasons. I hit GM in both. I hit like the rank where you can start going to top 500. And the reason that rank doesn't actually mean anything is because you can't lose it. So once you're at once you actually hit the rank where you're actually ranked on the list, you just don't lose it until the season resets. You can't lose your way out of it. You don't go into the negatives. You just stay at 0.
I have a cool thing where I track all of my drafts and stuff, so I actually have every single draft I've ever done since I installed this program. You can actually look up every single game I've played, every turn, using this little tracker thing.
But what if I play a $400 land in my $30 vintage, and there's an alternative land that is
You can do that. It's just as long as the cheapest version of the card, the cheapest version of the card is always the one that you register. Right.
So I can flex my
Yes.
super planes.
Oh, absolutely.
That I don't actually use because I never play planes.
And on Mox Field, you just hit this button right here. Whenever you want to, like, go ahead and optimize your list, you just go update to cheapest, and then it'll pick the cheapest version of everything. It's easier than you might think when you do it in Mox Field, because like a lot of people go, oh, it's daunting to make a $30 deck. Oh, I have to count everything. No, you just use the deck builder on Mox Field,
Yeah,
And I will say this. I love, like, as someone who doesn't play Commander, I love Commander precons, because Commander precons for us are basically our, like, like rotation ins for new cards. So like just recently we got what the new Commander precon have. What's the blue?
Oh, to see the Yashtolda one.
Ancestral Recall, but spend. I gotta look it up. Ancestral,
hey,
yeah.
Joe.
We just got Ancestral Revision, which is really exciting.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Because that used to be like
Would
a
you
$5
be willing
card.
To go over the drafts that we did at OSS? Like, you don't gotta go high level or anything, but could we just look at the drafts?
Yes, I would. Could you send me the OSS VOD again?
Yeah.
I think
Also,
you did send it to me on Twitch earlier. Actually, I found it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you guys' conversation.
Oh, I didn't have anything to say. I was just nerding out about this.
Magic,
Magic
it's a
cards.
good thing, Victor. Otherwise, we'd be
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
seeing
the
one
first
in
game
this.
might be ranked. I think the
Which-
first game might be ranked, and not OSS.
I mean, do you want to go over this one as well?
Sure, yeah.
It doesn't. Yeah, it's up to you too. I mean,
I think we did pretty poorly this game.
I think we needed to warm up, obviously.
Looking at this draft, there's a single spark again, which makes sparks very valuable. There's also stagger, which is a little bit good here. You are running into a fairly aggressive comp. I mean, they have X for kill confirm and Finny for damage, but it's not a ton. I would say Kai. That's Dubu, that's third pick.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Doombo.
Yeah, Kai taking Spark of Resilience is fine. It might have been Fight or Flight, though. It might have been.
Okay,
Just to let
his
someone else
awakening
start, but...
drives me nuts. The way I don't know how he can look at that and make his decisions.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. That it must look fucking disgusting.
No, it does.
Ew.
It's ridiculous. Between
And then
everything
Fight or
being
Flight Asher.
Google-ified
Fight or Flight
and
Asher.
the pictures not being the same. Oh.
You hear that,
Which,
Bonnie?
which
Fight or
Asher is
Flight.
this bonkers? Are you in here? Why are we not taking Fight or Flight?
I don't know why.
You're against the Dubu, the character that is the absolute weakest. The absolute weakest if you get a single speck of speed compared to him.
I know.
And he
I was
take Fight or
thinking
Flight for
about
funsies.
No. Yeah. That was stupid. I should have taken speed. I think I've just recently started valuing speed more since we've started talking with you. Yeah. This makes sense. Oh, that's just bad. That never happened.
Alright, next draft. You take Siege Machine. Another for fun pick that doesn't actually help him out at all. You leave Spark of Strength here for Kai, and you probably take Stagger Swagger from the X or Stinger. Probably Stagger Swagger from the X, but I could understand Stinger. Please no. Why?
Maybe because extra special is good on X?
I guess you're trying to knock people off the map at round start, but this is just not Vice's best awakening here.
I think I was trying to
Stinger
deny
is?
it from X, so I think I messed up again.
But yeah, if you're denying from X, X1 Stagger Swagger here. You're running triple kill, X1 Stagger Swagger. What the hell is he doing? Why did he not take Stagger?
He took Prize Fighter.
No, he took Fly's Vital. Get it right. That's what the mod pack says.
Why is Fighter?
Why is Vital?
You're right. You're right.
Stagger Swagger. Elios. Stinger. Of strength.
X was fast
Barn of strength. Mutual proportion.
You have to
Extra special.
Has to make missile propulsion
Siege
small.
Machine is normal? Hello?
Swede machine. Swede machine. I don't know. You could totally work.
It must have came out after the
mod pack. But yeah, Stinger's your best awakening. Stagger Swagger is his best awakening. He didn't take that. He took Prize Fighter instead. Spark's best for Kai. Missile Prop on Finny. Stinger is still here, guys.
Stinger.
I mean, I'm just telling you, Stinger's still here. Stagger Swagger Asher's fine. I mean, Stinger is, there that entire time, not getting fixed by anyone.
Oh. Is that nothing?
Great, Kai just got Sparkington. GG's. Dubu gets stacks here. Dubu?
Yeah,
This has to be an ending Dubu.
City.
There's no way this dude took Missile Prop, Siege Machine, Castellast. As a real Dubu player. Like, what the hell? What awakening of those three helps you with defense?
Stacks on stacks.
Vice, you probably take stacks on stacks here. If you had Stinger, it might be rapid fire, but stacks on stacks is value here for you. That's fine. It's not horrible. I think stacks on stacks is value though, because it denies the X.
You're absolutely right.
And it's also their win con, right? Is somehow scoring before you guys do damage. If you deny those scoring win con with stacks on stacks, you're so much stronger. Also, I mean, I don't think they're killing you that often unless you're level 10 either. What the hell is Super Surge Asher? You have stacks on stacks!
Yeah,
Bonkers! Even if you value speed as not that high, I don't think there's a world in which you do not value speed that much.
No, speed is so good. Speed is so good. What was I thinking? That's bad. First one okay, the second one was alright. And I actually don't like taking usually the extra dash range on Julie and Asher. Kinda throws me off.
I think after the game we noted that we got a decent enough damage, but we ended up not having any kill confirms for X. So there were several times where we'd stagger.
Yeah, that's the reason Asher is kind of weak, because you don't have any kill confirms at all. You can try and dash primary, you can try and ult, but everything's an attempt, not a guarantee. Let's see here. That is built different Mylar Colossus, which sucks because you guys aren't double denying that. X probably gets. Oh yeah, you're also not denying your coverage on. Takedowns, Gwant, B. Why didn't you say take downs?
Take downs, yeah.
Take downs. Oh, is it? No, yeah, take downs. Gwant, speed, and reduced What is this cooldown? It is downs.
Yeah, bro, come on. It's Kowo-wo-do-wo-ones. Come on.
Kowo-wo-do-wo. Avoid. Why is this not avoided? Why is it avoid? How is 2 Towo? 2 That's okay, I get it now. It's 2 Dubu gets Orb Replicator, Kai gets, I don't know, Twin Drive, Glass Cannon, either one's fine. Vias, if you're killing a Adrenaline Rush, if you're not, you already have extra special. Spec Training is surely better, because X is getting sized no matter what, and you want to leave the other size up for your Asher. Dubu takes Twin, that's fine. Kai takes Orb, that's fine. Finny denies Spec.
Asher will take something good. Surely Asher won't make mistake.
Surely Asher doesn't take mechanic here. Okay, that's fine.
So
maybe
I just want to verify real quick. When X ults, it makes him bigger. Does that increase in size make Might of the Colossus give him more damage while he's ulting?
100%.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why Might of the Colossus
That's
on
why
X
it's
is
okay.
so good, even if it's just a solo awakening. Next draft. What are our starting awakenings? What are our starting awakenings? Oni Village? Everyone takes stacks on stacks here. I don't want to hear it. This is the most speed reliant map in the game, probably. Now, I understand.
I definitely took stacks on stacks.
Definitely.
I fucked up so much.
Definitely, guys. We took stacks on stacks.
Damn it. Oh, I think I've learned, like, just over the last couple of days.
Quite frankly, this is the most speed reliant map in the game.
Yeah.
There's a reason that Imi took stacks on stacks. If you lose this, it's not Imi. Just being faster than the Estelas. Because Twin Drive, don't get me wrong, useful awakening. It's very good on this map too. You want to know what's better? Speed on the most open map in the game, where you get the most speed out of speed. Let's see here. Imi leaves up built different in Big Fish. Erasmus is guaranteed something. Dubu probably takes Rapid, because Dubu straight up has nothing here. It's Rapid or Heavy. If you want to help your Estelle, maybe you pick nothing. Estelle gets Aerial's Twin, that's fine. You take Rapid. Mako gets Size, you get Heavy, that's fine. That draft just sucked because you guys were first. Are you guys actually giga cooked on this game just because of that speed? Okay. Why is no one picking anything? Solo Spark with 3 sparks still left and 2 more drafts. You could very easily get 3 sparks here. It's kind of worth taking. As for who should take it, Dubu should probably take it. Tekken, you should take... Honestly, not sure. Maybe Deadeye. Maybe it's just the spark even. Might's okay. It does deny the Rasmus. Was the Rasmus killing you though? Because if he's not killing you, I don't think it's worth it.
I don't think he was killing me.
Yeah, they get reverb. Dubu should take spark there every time. Asher, 1-2 is fine. Glass Cannon's also fine. What did Dubu take? I don't like that. This is the first spark you've seen all game. It's pretty valuable. Because like, imagine the next 2 sets play out, right? And you see 1 spark, then 2 sparks. Now all of a sudden you've guaranteed 3 sparks. Yeah, I mean, look at that. That would just be... I mean, this would be the unluckiest situation, but you would still get 2 sparks, spark agility. Still pretty valuable. Also, extra special, this is probably an Among Us angle. Extra special is good in Erasmus though, so I think it's either way, but I think Among Us is better. Especially since Mako's probably going to take Among Us now. Because Mako already has size, so she's not going to feel the size difference, and it's going to buff Rasmus. Estelle, yeah, you kind of have to deny size, plus you already picked up a size earlier, so it's fine. Realistically though, Estelle, you kind of got screwed in these drafts. Now they take a spark. Not agility, but instead we went Siege Machine, which helps out. What exactly?
I'm not sure. I don't know, I don't know what I was doing today.
You even had Spark of Strength. You could have killed people.
Yeah, there was definitely better options.
How do you guys... Do you guys win this game? I would be impressed if you did.
No, we don't.
We're so close.
We get so close.
This game you might have actually just lost on drafts. Like, legitimately. Yeah, Rasmus gets fighter play, and then your Dubu is screwed. Like, legitimately. Yeah, your Dubu is slower than Rasmus now because he didn't take any Speed Awakening when he had the option to. Or Sparks, plus Spark of Agility when he had the option to.
Oh, what's Red Tickler? Yeah.
All screws them. I think I had a VOD with Rat Tickler after this, so that kind of sucks.
No, that is Rat Tickler.
Yeah, that's Rat Tickler.
Oh, I mean, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Missile Prop
So you can bring it up
is fine. Dubu should just take Replicator or Stagger Swagger for speed. Honestly, Dubu's screwed here either way. Because, I mean, you just gave Rasmus, like, too much.
Do you play another? You do play another. What are your starting waypoints?
I do better in this one. Oh no. Is this the one I played X on? Oh.
I do better in this
Okay.
one. Proceeds to take Monuments List X. This is fine. I think reverb has a lot of value. If you ever do see reverb in a draft, by the way, it's the same as a spark. You have to take it because it builds into sparks.
Yeah, it builds into resilience, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.